Paul is giving instruction here as to how the care of the widows is to be carried out. Honor widows that are widows indeed. The instruction given in the Word of God is very practical. It uses a whole lot of common sense and is not moved by sentimentality. Christians are known to be tender-hearted, and there are a lot of people today who have their hands out to us. We need to be very careful. The early church took care of widows, but they didn't do it in some haphazard, sentimental way. The deacons were to make an investigation to see who were truly widows, where the need was, and how much need there was. There are not many liberals or even conservative churches who are taking care of the widows in their midst. This is a much needed, uh, neglected area today. Paul is going to go into this in very specific detail. Verse 4. But if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable before God. First Timothy chapter 5 and verse 4. Nephews here are grandchildren. The investigation should determine whether the widow is in question has children. Why aren't you supporting her? Does she have grandchildren? They have a responsibility toward her. This was God's method, and I think it's still is God's method. You know, it's interesting. Somebody sent me a clickbait on Rick Warren that he had went to Davos. It's been about 10 or 15 years ago and spoke, and it was meant to be a downer toward him, but to me, it showed he's what he said was very true. He told them that what they were trying to set up and do, the church had already accomplished over 200 years ago, and that if you want to do something, it's best done through the local church because the local church knows the people in the community and know whether or not that you're taking an advantage of them or not. As I've recently come uh, on social media, I have all kinds of people contact me and show me pictures of orphans and people that they're helping and ask for money. And so I contact local preachers in the area. Um, Sammy Gatari in Kenya. I had a guy contact me in Kenya asking me to buy Bibles. He said, in Kenya, we got Bibles in our local churches. Tell him to go to his local church. He wanted me to send him money to buy a Bible. He was trying to get money out of me rather than actually trying to get a Bible out of me. And so that you have these instances where the local church is very important in being able to spy out these predators and these people who would take advantage of Christians because of our generosity. And so that's what I told him. I said, we have nationals in the country that I will contact them and have them get you a Bible. And that's what I did. And like I said, Sammy Guitari, he said, well, have him go to his local church. We got Bibles. We got all kinds of Bibles. It's not a Bible shortage in Kenya, and so we need to realize that, and that's why it's important that this is done through the local church. And like I said in the last broadcast, we've neglected this. We don't take care of the widows or the orphans. That was the admonishment that Isaiah gave to Israel, was that they no longer took care of the widows and the orphans. And so we need to keep that in mind whenever that we are helping people, is to